Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to cover doubly linked list. So as the name suggests, it has two links. So each node consists of data and two links. So one link is pointing to the previous node and another is pointing to the next node. So and the first node previous is always null. Similarly, the last node next is always null. So I'm showing these arrows as the pointer that is pointing to the previous and the next node respectively. Uh, this is our head pointer which is pointing to the head node. So let's quickly uh, see how we do the traversal. In the doubly linked list, how we are going to insert the new node and how we are going to delete a node from our doubly linked list. So let's quickly see how we can do the traversal in a linked list. So the idea is same, like just draw the picture like what you want to do or what is a problem statement here. So we want to just traverse the entire linked list, and let's say we also want to print the data part. So I have a doubly linked list which consists of data 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is our first node and this is our head pointer which is pointing to the first node. And let's say the address of this node is 200, this node is 300, and the address of this node is 400. So we can quickly fill what is the value of previous and the next pointer here. So this is the next of the first. So the next is 200 and this is a previous address of the previous node, so this is 100. Similarly, the next is address is 300, its previous is 200, next is 400, and the previous node address is 300, and last one is null. Okay, so how you are going to traverse now? So you have another, let's say have another reference or pointer, and which is pointing to the head. So your current is here. So how you move from one node to the another? You just need to do the current equals to current next. So current equals to current next. So this is a statement which can which will move the current pointer to the next node. So for example, the current is here. Now what is the current next is? Current next is 200. So when we assign it to the current, then current moves here. Okay. And next, in the same way, in the next iteration, current will be here and at the end, it is here. So till what we have to run this loop. So we will add the while loop here. So we will run till the current is not equal to null. Okay, we will see in a while current pointer is not equal to null, we are going to traverse. Okay, and for printing the data, you just need to do print like current data. Okay, so I just mentioned print because we have different function. uh, in different programming languages. For example, we just do the cout in C++, and we do system dot print ln.out in Java. So I'm not going into that detail, but this is main logic to understand for traversing a doubly linked list. So let's start with the insertion. Okay. So for insertion part, I will cover like three things. Like we are going to insert at head, at the tail, and at the given position. So these are the uh, insert operation at different point I'm going to cover. So let's start with the inserting at the head. Okay. So let's say you have a existing doubly linked list with three nodes. Let's say the data are 1, 2, 3. Let's say the address is 100, 200, 300. This is null. This is also null. Okay. So we have a head and it is having an address as 100 because it is pointing to the first one. So let's fill the remaining. It will be a 200 pointing to the previous. So address is 100. It is pointing to the next 300 and here 200. Now let's say you want to insert a node at the head position. Let's say the data is 4. Currently both part are previous and next are null while creating this node. So what do you think, like what needs to be done? Obviously one thing is this should, the next of this new node should point to the first node. So this will point to the your first node. Another thing is this will remain null, and now the previous of this or the first node should have the address of the newly added node. So this will have, let's say the address is 500. Okay. So this must have is 500 and this should have 100. This should have 100 here. So let's translate to the statement now. So what we are going to do is we just create a new node. Okay. So let's say we create a new node with the name new node only, and new node next should have the first node address, and first node address is in the head pointer. So its head consists 100. So we are done with this. Now the next step is we have to also set the previous of the first node. So previous of first node, head previous should have the address of new node, that is 500. Okay. And the last step is, as this is now becomes the first node, the head should point to the first node. So we also update the head, and this will point to the new node. So that's all we have to do while inserting a node at the head position. Similarly, inserting at the tail is also easy, like at tail. So let's say I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and this will have 200. It will contain 100, 300. This will have 200. This will have 400. This is null. This is previous address is 300. This is a head pointer, consists of address 100. So it is pointing to our first node. This is also null. So this is our linked list where we want to insert a node at the end. So let's create a new node. Let's say it is 5. Initially both are null, the next and the previous. So what needs to be done here? So first thing is, now new node next is already null, so we don't have to do anything here. We just need to create a link here. Okay, like both side link. So what you are going to do, let's say first you obviously you need to iterate till here. Okay, so now the current is at the last node, so the current next should contain the address of the newly added node. So we will say new node, and now we also need to set new node previous equals to whatever the current node is. So these two lines of code will add a node at the end of the linked list. So now we will see at a given position. So we are going to follow the same way, like we first draw the nodes. One, two, three, four. This is 100, again 200, address 300, this side address 400. Let's fill them quickly, and this will be 200, this will be 400, this will be 300, and this is none. Okay. Also null, and head is pointing our first one. So the first step is to reach the node after which we want to insert our new node. Okay. So let's say I want to insert a new node here. Okay. So when I will insert the node here, this is going to point to the next node. The address of next node is 400 and the previous node is at address 300. Okay. And the address of this node is, let's say, 500. So what we have to do now, we have to set 4 links now, because we need to adjust both these links and we need to create these links as well. Okay. So we will start with the new node. So we will first set new node next. Okay. So what is new node next? It is going to be this node. So let's say we reach till this point, current. So what is this node? This is current next node. Okay. So we will write current next. Now what is a new node? Previous. New node previous is, the address is going to be 300. So what is 300? So current is pointing here. So current. Okay. And rest are other 2 links we have to set. Now what is current next? Current next. So we have to update with the, now the current next should be this node. Okay. So, so this 400 should be now 500. So what is 500? At 500 we have a new node. So just write new node. So we are left just with the another link here. So we just need to set this link. So how we are going to reach? Be new node. What is new node next? This node. And we need to set the previous pointer of this node to the, this will have this node address. So, and this is again a new node. So these are the 4 steps we need to execute while inserting a node after a given node. I will be covering the delete operation in the next video. Thank you.